Welcome back, everybody. We are back in Rimworld. Okay, now few housekeeping items. uh, Anyone who's ever watched these videos of mine from Rimworld, you'll know that the last episode that I uploaded, I was having my ass handed to me. There's a plague, and offline I tried to do everything I could to get around it. Well, I couldn't, and I kept getting my ass kicked. And so I said, "Fuck it," and uh, did a little bit of a save scum ski poo. And I know that's frowned upon, but it is what it is. So I just want to get past it, man. I don't want to. I don't want to like get this far and then like see all of my people die. And I do need to get out of that habit, man, because I know that that's I don't know, cheap or whatever, but this isn't just about me wanting to make videos about this stupid game, man. I do actually enjoy playing this game, so I don't want to turn it into work. And that's the kind of thing that I see a lot of YouTubers doing. And that's the reason I always kind of preface this shit by saying that if you don't like my videos, man, I don't blame you. I'm not going to hold it against you. But, like I said, man, it is what it is. It's just a fucking game, right? It's not like I really set out for this quest to be like this, the next rising star in YouTube gameplay. Anyway, I needed to get that out of my out of the system. But for whatever it's worth, man, the save scum that I did, it didn't really take me back very far. I think like maybe at most a day or something like that. I don't know. But now we're kind of moving forward, and in an effort to try to prepare for the plague again, I've decided to go ahead and make a shit ton of these biosculptor pods. I wasn't really crazy about building them like this, around here like this. But the thing is that I don't really have any space that I want to build those in just yet anywhere else. I was gonna make a few out here, but I soon realized that it just wasn't enough space. So, and I want to have as many as I need for the possibility that one day I'll have the plague again, because God knows it'll happen again. It's happened once, man. It's gonna happen again. So, hopefully next time I'll be a little more prepared. Excuse me. But yeah, that's where we are right now, man. We're building these things. I don't know how many in total I've slated here. Let me see if I can give you a number. It's like about 16 minus these 8 over here. So that'll definitely help out in the future. For whatever it's worth, though, in thinking about save scumming, there's a little bit of an argument to be made, I think, at least in my opinion, regarding some of the realism of some of the games where you wind up resorting to stuff like that. Like, for example, the AI guy or personality or whatever persona that I'm using in this is Randy. And I've tweaked him to allow, because I think in the beginning I set Randy up, or the game up at least, to be pretty nerfed, so I wouldn't wind up with constant problems. Well, a few days ago in real world or real life, I reset that to increase the difficulty so that there'd be a few more stuff, a little more realistic kinds of things going on. Like, for example, whenever I go into a mechanator complex, I've never once seen any kind of robots or anything there, and I wanted to fix that because I'm pretty sure it had to do with my initial settings. So what I did was I went in and altered stuff, and I'll even show you what I did here. I went into options, I think it was maybe gameplay, I think. Storyteller settings. And I believe I went into modify. Is that it? I don't know. So I know, I don't think it was that. I think it was something else. Storyteller settings, max number of colonies. Hmm. Oh, um, I think what might have happened is that maybe my reversion to the prior save put it back on the peaceful thing, because I think whenever I adjusted stuff, I'm pretty certain I remember seeing stuff like this, but I can't really remember what I did other than um, maybe tweaked some of these. I think maybe, I don't know, but I know that the peaceful thing was causing issues from the standpoint of not seeing any like hardly ever seen raids, hardly ever seen like, enemies in the mechanator complexes and stuff like that. And I wanted to change that because I felt like I was at a point where I could probably handle some of that stuff now, finally. Whenever I first start this damn game, I'm always getting my ass kicked, man. So I had to nerf it up during the beginning. Especially since, in the beginning, I didn't really know what I was doing anyway. So, give me some credit for some of that at least. Uh, what's a waste pack cocoon? Just the chance of a dissolved waste pack triggering the arrival of insect cocoons. I didn't realize that could happen. Adaptation. Yeah, see, that's bullshit. I don't like that. To me, that's being a dick, man. Community builder. Maybe this is what I did. So I'll tell you what, man. I'm going to go ahead and adjust it to that, at least. From peaceful to community builder. And anyway, the reason I was bringing all this up is because I think whenever I did that, it was when I was beginning to see the plague and shit sprout up. Because I remember I didn't get the plague until I did something in here. So I mean, we're gonna risk it, because I don't want this to be super easy. I want it to be just fun. Is really what I'm after here. I don't want to make it super fucking hard. I'm not trying to be like some YouTube savant at Rimworld or any kind of bullshit like that, man. I'm just trying to have some fun with this stupid game, and it is a fun game. But you got to be careful with these settings, because if you amp Randy up, I mean, he can really knock you around, and I don't even screw around with these others. So anyway, we'll give this a shot, see how it goes, and just kind of play it by ear, I guess. But in the meantime, I'm going to continue working on these stupid bio sculptor things, because I'm sure Randy's going to throw us a curveball at one point or another. And if it's going to be the plague, hopefully we'll be able to tackle it this next time, if it happens again. Oh, and by the way, I changed my mouse, so hopefully my movement and stuff on here will be a little smoother. Anyway, I hope you guys are having an okay day. Hope nobody's dying or freezing or burning up or anything else. I know up here in Indiana, man, we're getting some pretty kick-ass weather. Been like mid to upper 60s. It's just in time too, man, because I'm about to take a week-long vacation, getting some stuff done to my truck, and gonna try to focus on my garden, because I've been doing a lot of gardening lately. Tomatoes and lettuce, carrots, cucumbers, spring onions, some herbs, a few other things here and there. Looking on medicine. We've got plenty of the herbal medicine. I guess we're looking okay on the normal medicine. I would really love to get some more of that glitter world stuff, though. I think it might be about time to create a caravan. And head down here. Hopefully they'll have something for us. One other thing, too. See, okay, and yeah, this adds to what I was talking about last time. So last time, when I was going through the plague, I was simultaneously going through a situation where the caravan that I had sent out all the way down here, which wound up with receiving nothing almost, made the long haul over to here only to get some like normal stuff. It was an okay trade, but on the way back, I kept getting ambushed. And so while I was dealing with the plague, and by the way, with everybody almost having the plague, I was screwing around with that crap too. And one of my people was managed to get shot. She didn't die or anything, but she wasn't she wasn't really doing very good. And I think I wound up being raided about 3 times before I finally even came close to getting back home. Excuse me. And while that was all going on, I had to jettison a couple people over to that caravan to help them out. It was just a mess, man. I mean, and that's the thing about this game sometimes, if depending on your level of difficulty, that in my eyes justifies the occasional save scum. Uh, every once in a while, the AI just almost seems to be unhinged, and it just throws shit at you for the sake of throwing shit at you. And depending on what it is, and depending on when it happens, sometimes it can be okay to do that. But the way this game sometimes works, though, is that not only will, like Randy, for example, he'll send you like a raid, and then in right as that's happening, your crops will wind up with blight, and then there will be like an asteroid or something that falls down on you, and then suddenly there's like a volcano that erupts, and it all happens at once. And that's the thing that really drives me nuts about any of these AIs, because I've seen that kind of tendency with all of them, not just Randy. The 2 chicks or whatever do that a lot too. And so whenever you get into this game, man, you've really got to be careful about those AI settings, because that can make or break your experience. And if you tweak it to the point to where you find a happy balance, that's the ultimate way to play this game. But it takes a long time to get to that point where you can finally find that sweet spot in the tweaking. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and form a caravan here, and we're going to go ahead and head down here to Key Caspis, or however you pronounce that. Key Caspis. Yeah, that's the way I always pronounce it. And go there and okay. I'm going to take, I guess, 4 people. One of them's got to be Gabs, because I think she's about the only person that can. I think I've got 2 other people that might be able to trade with that place, but I always take Gabs just to be sure that I can make a trade down there. And I'll take too. He's always getting into shit with everyone. Gabs. Where's Gabs? Not up here, she meant. And 2 kids. Brody. CC. And maybe view. Yeah, view. Okay, so view CC Gabs and Yeeyaw. So that means 4 horses. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 8 yaks. Find them. That's probably way overboard, but I always try to make sure that I've got everything that I could ever need. Take. Whoa, give me that. 500, and we'll take a little bit of rice because there's a slim chance we might go over here to this place if it turns out to be a dry run down there. So let's take 10. Okay, so we've got 4 people, so we need 4 bedrolls. Okay. And we'll take some milk too, why not? Okay. So I think that's that. Now, as far as items, I'm going to go ahead and take the table, 3 chairs, take the horseshoe thing. And yeah, so now let's load up on the textiles, which is up here in this stuff. So all of the bird stuff, Lizard. Camel. Panther. Rhino. Take all of the sheep. Heavy fur. We'll take 100 of those. Blue fur. 1,000. Plain leather. 5,000. Pigskin, all of it. Bison. Some of those. Buffalo. Let's take all the white. Some cloth too. Okay. Take the tube television so that we can get rid of that thing. Let's also get rid of some of our cheap clothing too. I think this will be it. Half the problem with caravans is just how long it always seems to take for everybody to load everything up. Notice that whenever I click off of the screen, like whenever I'm messing around with something else on one of my different monitors or something, this game seems to pause. I don't think it did that beforehand. I want to see something here. Gameplay. So I was thinking there might be something like that allows it to run in the background or something, I think. Because I think I remember, yeah, run in background. Is that what I think it is? I'm gonna have to look that up. Let me do this, save it, and then click off my monitor. Yeah, see, at least as far as OBS is concerned, I don't know if that's this. Well, oh crap! I had it paused. Hold on a second. Let me unpause it. Okay, yeah, there we go. See, now I'm all mixed up, man. So let me see if unchecking that, because I may have just had it paused. Yeah. See. Okay. So yeah, I've got to enable that because I want it to be able to run if I click off of the off of here, you know. Because I've always got other things going on the computer, and I have to kind of sometimes click off of my Rimworld here to kind of tend to it. And whenever I do that, I don't want the gameplay and everything to stop. Hopefully that makes sense. So I'm going to put it on 1 because I think I'm going to make some coffee here. in that building right there and right there. That's all I got up here if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah. Anyway, how's that going? How is it that I'm able to build that or slate that, schedule that right there? But, oh, I know why. It's because that stupid river that's under here. And, yeah, that's why. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and By the way, if you guys are into Marvel stuff, make sure to watch that the Punisher One Last Kill. I saw that a couple nights ago, man, and it really kicked ass. It's kind of unique in a way because it's more like a it's I don't know if it's R-rated or not. It might be, uh, but I think it kind of I think it exposes the Punisher in a way that's a little more uh, true to form. You know, kind of takes his handcuffs off. Guys, I'm gonna get off of here now. I'm gonna stop here because I've got some other things that I've got to do. But we are back in Rimworld now, so be expecting more videos of this. And of course, I'm still gonna keep doing my Skyrim stuff too. Just freaking love Skyrim, man. Anyway, that's it for now. Share, like, and subscribe, all that stuff. I hope you guys are doing okay, and I will see you whenever I see you. Later.